Hello and welcome to THFC Till I Die, your home of Tottenham past, present and exciting future under ANGE Postecoglou, as you're welcome to our first proper pre-match show of the season where we're away to Leicester. No confusion. Tomorrow's Tottenham team talk is all about the lineup. It's all about getting you revved up for the game. And 45 minutes of pure madness. Today's the more sensible. Today's the more relaxation of us being calm and looking forward to it, and sending Tequila out looking for some foxes, sending Philip out looking to help catch the foxes with Tequila. You know, it's all about making some fox pie. But tomorrow,
if I found Samantha Fox, how would you feel about that? Did you like Samantha Fox?
I did. I would say fair play to you, and good luck.
Okay. She likes other girls, doesn't she? I will have my work cut out for me.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. Anyway, joining me. Oh Lord, it's going to be one of those shows. Better behave ourselves. The boss is in, Tequila.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, dude.
That's all right.
Sorry, Big Phil. Sorry, mate.
Big Phil.
That's all right.
Big Phil. I like that. That's his new nickname for the season now, Big Phil.
You give Philip so many nicknames, dude.
We need to stick with one. But I think our personal favourite is the Irish Tom Jones, but we won't mention that again. Welcoming on this pre-match show is the one and only, the Godfather himself, Mr. Philip Brady, and Samba, Tequila, the Fox Hunter. Philip, how are you? You and me did the watch long earlier, had a good laugh at them lockdown in West London. Hang on, where's my hang on, Philip. This was me and Philip since the end of the Chelsea game, which is great. This was Todd Bowley, the Chelsea manager, after the game. So anyway, so that's done with them. Philip, how are you?
Yeah, good. I mean, I wasn't too impressed with either team today in that game, actually. Nobody really dominated the match, and City came away with it 3 points. Fair dues to them. I think the funniest thing I've seen about it, I showed you the poster a minute ago. Yeah. There's a pub in London put up a sign outside the pub at 4:30 today. 115 players versus 115 charges.
Well, it's now up to 100. Well, it's now up to 135 charges.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah,
it's now gone up. And also, John, this man is a legend in his own right. He was our first major signing on the channel. He's came in, he's done his pre-season, he's all worked out, he's raring to go for the season. Of course, it's the one and only Tequila. How are you this evening, Tequila, man?
I'm okay, mate. At the start, I thought you were going to say legend is in his own mind, which is more accurate. Yeah.
No, you're a legend in your own right. I mean, you came in, you've outpaced us all in pre-season. Philip's been cracking the whip with us this pre-season, guys. He really has been he's done a Conte style.
I was about to say that. Do you remember when they showed that all the Spurs players puking after running so much? Yeah, that's what was us doing. Yeah, very much. Philip's like, and also Philip was telling me very much, the kid. I don't know if you heard it. Conte's already looking to leave Napoli. Already. I'm not that shocked, to be honest with you. Conte doesn't stay anywhere for like longer than a year. How long has he been there? 3 months? Not even that.
Chucking his toys out the pram because things haven't gone the way he wanted in the transfer market, apparently.
Was it Gattuso who left after a week? I forget where he was. Yeah. He's got the record, someone like Gattuso, isn't it?
Yeah.
Was he at Juventus?
I can't remember where he was, but he left after a couple of weeks. Was it Fiorentina or something, was it? Well, yeah, nobody would beat Brian Clough's record. 45 days was he at Leeds?
Yeah, about that, yeah.
Went to Leeds, told all the players to chuck the medals into the bin, called them up. He did. Seriously, have you watched that film about him, Tequila? I haven't seen the Brian Clough documentary, no. I've seen
United. This is the film with Martin Sheen.
Martin Sheen from
Michael Sheen. He played Tony Blair in a lot of films as well. He's an English actor.
Oh no, I haven't seen it. I'll have to check it. What's it called again?
He called the Leeds players cheats. He won everything by cheating. Great way to get yourself in with the players, wasn't it?
What's called? The Damn United.
The Damn United. Okay, I'll keep my eye out.
He actually said to all these players, get all your medals, get everything and chuck them in the bin because you're all effing cheaters.
You won it all by cheating.
Yeah.
It's about Leeds, is it? Okay.
Yeah. Leeds and Brighton and Derby County. You know?
Yeah.
It was on BBC there a few weeks ago, and I missed it again. We'll watch it again.
Yeah, it's a good thing. Look, before we get to the comments, Philip, Premier League weekend, one game, standout game for you?
Let me just go through them here. I have to admit, I didn't watch. I watched the West Ham Villa game yesterday.
Was that any good? Was that any good, Phil?
Yeah, Villa were pretty good. That wasn't a great game, but it was notable for a very, very debatable penalty West Ham got, which I didn't like the look of. Villa deserved to win. There's no doubt about it. They were the better team. Other results. I mean, you've got to hand it to Liverpool. They went a difficult away match against newly promoted Ipswich. You know, always a difficult place to go when they've just been sent up, just gone up, and won it comfortably enough. Arsenal looked good against Wolves. Now I have to say. One result I was surprised at, and I'm actually delighted in a way, although I've nothing against Everton, for them to lose 3-0 at home to Brighton because they're playing us next week. And they're not exactly going to be brimful of confidence coming down to play us after a hammering like that. And then we had Newcastle and Southampton with a ridiculous sending off, which we'll probably discuss. Nottingham versus Bournemouth, 1 each, and then West Ham beaten by Villa. So, I think today we had 2-1 to Brentford against Palace, and then the Bourfest, Chelsea and Man City. Let's face it, wasn't a great game.
No, it wasn't. Tequila, VAR. Philip is doing Ref Watch, which is going out at a god because it's going to be so explosive. We'll have to put it out with an over 21 watching. Any bizarre sendings off for you? Any decisions you thought, how is that sending off?
The penalty I didn't like. The ones Phil's talking about, I didn't like that.
Yeah.
But I that's the first of many, I think. No, not really. Other than that was the big one for me. The Southampton, I don't know if it was sending off, dude.
What do you reckon of that? Seriously,
I don't know, dude. Yeah, I just feel like that it's going to be another one of these years. When are they making these changes? We talked about this, aren't they? They're putting it, but not until halfway through the season.
Yeah.
October, maybe. But why couldn't they have done it now? I can't really understand that. Why they couldn't have it ready for the start of the season.
It's a bit like the Man City charges. Kick everything down the road. Yeah. I mean, Tequila. So, look, what would you, if you, right, before we get into that, I want to ask you this question, right? What one change would you make to VAR, Tequila? If you can make one change, what would it be? One change.
See, I don't know how you implement it, but I do think it's the best thing. Rather than having all these decisions and slowing the game down so much, I would do it a little bit like tennis, whereas you get free. What's the word I'm looking for? You can argue the decision.
Three challenges.
And the way it works is that if your challenge is successful, you get it back, so to speak, right? But if your challenge is unsuccessful, then you don't get it back. And it would mean that the managers could get more involved regarding when it's something that they really think is obvious. But it would mean that you don't keep on stopping the game again and again. I think that's people's biggest problem. It's the delays in the game. The accuracy, yes, I know that there's issues there, but I think if you ask most fans, those things kind of even themselves out. But it's the disruptions to the games that I find the biggest problem, personally.
That's a good point, actually. I like that.
The only thing that will be difficult to implement in football.
Yeah,
it's easily done in tennis and cricket because each time you have a rally at the end of it to the next one, so you can stop. But how do you do a challenge in the middle of a football game? Say there's a bad foul, the referee doesn't give it. What does the manager jump up and down waving his arms on the touchline to stop the play? That's the only difficulty I have with that is how to actually administer it, you know? Yeah,
I mean, it would have to be done after the ball goes out of play. But as you said, Phil, that could be a couple of minutes later. That's what I mean. That's why I said it was hard to implement because of the nature of football. Yeah.
It's a good point. It's a good idea, but as it's implementing it, that's the problem. Because you go to a game now, we go to Tottenham, right, or you watch it, Tequila. We can't celebrate, even doing a watch along. We can't celebrate until we know.
No, not really. No.
And that's taking the joy out of the game for me.
But you know the problem with that idea Tequila had there? Well, it's a good idea, right? You still have to go through the process of VAR afterwards. And who's to say they're going to get it right then?
Well, yeah, no, you're right. There isn't the accurate, like I say, that the human error will still probably be there. But I was just thinking, but if it's I don't know what you can do about the human error side. I don't know if you can, but it's just trying to not disrupt the game, to trying to keep the game flowing as best as possible, because I think that's becoming a bit. It's turning into like American football and stuff, and where they keep disrupting the play. It's turning into like that.
Would you AI it? Let it run by AI completely.
You could do, but everyone would have to agree to it. Like all the 20 clubs would have to agree to it, and not kind of change their mind halfway through the season, saying, "Oh, the AI doesn't work," kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? It'd kind of be like, okay, then everyone has to accept. You can't be challenging afterwards, and I just feel that some would. I don't know, it's very difficult.
It's a show in itself, isn't it? That in itself. But look, it is back. VAR are back. Phillips Ref Watch will be out on Tuesday. That'll be interesting to watch.
You're going to have a field day with that one, Phil.
You can see him already, Tequila. Look, you can see him.
Yeah,
he's going to be like the Dermot Gallagher of the channel.
Oh God.
Right, Tequila might know. Who's the referee that was supporting Tottenham? Me and Philip couldn't think of his name earlier. He was a referee. He's a bald-headed guy, and he always had to be the star of the game.
See, every time you say bald-headed guy, I think of my favourite referee, which was the Italian dude, and it's not him, is it?
No.
Collini.
Oh, what was his name? He was always controversial.
Was he in the Premiership only, or did he go to leagues?
Paul.
Little short fella. He was seen in the Tottenham crowd a few times. Oh, what was his name? He did a podcast a couple of weeks ago.
I don't know. I can't think. I'll come back to him.
Do you know what podcast? What channel do you?
No, I can. I just can't think of his name, but he's in my. I can see his face, but I can't think of his name.
Well, if you can get a list of former Premiership referees here,
well, while you're doing that, Philip, we're going to welcome some people in. Big up to Mr. Neil Shafton. Big up, Neil. Isn't it the pre-match show on the 19th today? No. Today is the calm, relaxing show. Tomorrow's when you see Dermotron fully delusional, pumped, ready to go, putting holes in his house, running around the house like a headless dinosaur. I'm just headbutting the wall because I'm that excited about the game. So that's tomorrow.
I have a list of them here. I'll read it down.
Yeah.
Mike Riley.
No.
Alan Wiley. Paul Durkin. Steve Dunn. Rob Harris. Peter Jones. Mike Messias. Mike Dean. Howard Webb.
That's it. That's it.
Howard Webb.
Mike Dean.
Mike Dean. He's a Tranmere fan.
Yeah, but he's also a Spurs fan as well.
Jeez, you'd never think of it the way he reffed us. The one I thought it was John Moss, actually. John Moss.
No, Mike Dean, that was it. He was seen in the Spurs away ground a hell of a lot of times.
All right, okay. I thought he was Tranmere, but maybe he's double jobbing.
Neil Shafton in the chat saying Simon Hooper. Is that?
Yeah.
He's the present referee, though. These are the past ones, you know?
Yeah. Tottenham Team Talk tomorrow. It's all about the lineup and getting you ready for the game. Getting you ready. I mean, the guys have already had to give me tranquilizers to calm me down because I'm that pumped already. I mean, it's ridiculous. Mrs. Tron had to time me down earlier. She said,
too much information, Damo.
That's tomorrow.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear about you getting tied down by your missus, Damo. What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
It's not 9 yet. It's not 9 yet. Can you wait 40 minutes?
I'm so pumped for the game, Tequila. I just want the game to start. Tottenham are playing.
23 hours and 44 minutes to wait, Dermot. Sorry.
Oh, geez. It's like Christmas Eve tonight. It feels like Christmas Eve. Waking up in the morning, I'm going to spring up and start singing Glory, Glory, Tottenham Hotspur. They're back tomorrow. Some of these shows I lose track. So does Tequila. Yeah, there's so many Spurs channels, but we're the number one Spurs channel. Don't tell Dave that. Anyway, Tequila, this is your job. This is you're our patron.
Yeah, I'll put it all in the chat for everyone.
Yeah, can I just say, Tequila can sell snow to the Arabs. He's a great salesman.
Thank you, Dem. I am trying.
Yeah, you did try. Are you solo today? No, 3 of us.
No, I'm not. Yeah.
No. Now, who wants to take Wayne's Bonner? Is it Tequila or Philip? Should we let Tequila have a crack at this?
My throat's not right yet. So
go on, Tequila.
Good evening, everyone. There you go.
Yeah,
hope you're
good.
all well and pumped for the game tomorrow. Yes, Wayne. Wayne, email me. And how many times I've got to tell this dude? I'm going to actually throttle him if he doesn't email soon. You hear that, Wayne? I'm going to come and find you like Liam Neeson and do it. I will find you.
Can I just say you've got the gig now for the good now? That's your gig.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. As long as my throat stays the same, that's fine.
Dermot Shade says Neil Shafton. Wow, like a new man. Yeah, I will be. But wait till you see me at the end of the season. I'm going to look like Phil Mitchell in EastEnders about 5 years ago.
Phil Mitchell really did.
Wayne saying sensible. What the F? False advertising or what? Yeah, we're not sensible on this channel. We're nowhere near sensible. Big up to Liston Hines. Big up. Listen, I'm always in the same mood every year. The evening before the season starts, we're winning the league. Get in. See, Liston's in my part of the world. Well done, Liston. Neil's talking about the Chelsea game. It wasn't a very good match. Neither team looked very good. No, we didn't. Wayne said, I watched 20 minutes of that City-Chelsea game. Damn, thought I was going to sleep and slip into a coma. God, wasn't that bad. If De Bruyne was more accurate, they would have thatched Chelsea. I was hoping for Chelsea to win 3-0 so they would be bottom of the league. I mean, I was praying for that. Big up to Neil. VAR on the Chelsea game took too long. And the pictures we saw made it difficult to see if Salvo was a toe ahead, but it was a crap angle. Why show it up? Is it this one here? Because we looked at it, didn't we, Philip? I want to get the Keeler's thought on this as well. This was the VAR of the Chelsea goal that was disallowed. Tequila. What do you reckon? So let me take the comment down.
What's off?
That's offside. Yeah.
So why does it take them so long?
He's got a whole leg offside, dude. You know.
Yeah. So why does it take him so long to work that's offside? Do you know what I mean?
I could be so sarcastic and say that basically what happens is they go up to the monitor, and then they both teams have to bid, and whoever puts the most money in, the decision goes their way.
It's how to draw a crooked straight line. That's what takes it so long. You know?
It's like the end of an eBay auction. You know when you're bidding on some eBay and there's 10 seconds left and it counts down. That's what it is. And the two clubs have to bid, and the one you put the highest price gets the decision.
Philip worked out today, Tequila, that Chelsea will run on a lottery on the bench. Who comes on?
No, you had a bag full of lottery tickets. Put your hand in number 337. You're on.
We're going to have so much fun with Chelsea this season. I can feel it. Big up to the legend that is Wilton McDonald, the Godfather's assistant, as I call him. He's a legend because he's like a rock star. He threw TV out. I still can, but I still tell the story. Ian Walker messes up and he chucks the telly out the window. I mean, that is Spurs legend stuff. That's up there. Wilton, you're a rock star, man. You're an absolute rock star. Oh dear, honest to God. If we get the dummies out the room and the system that operates itself, we might get a better chance of success.
Do you know what I'm doing? Just go back to the refereeing for a second. Do you know who was voted the best ever Premiership referee?
Not Mike Dean.
Mike Dean.
Oh, goodness.
Second, Howard Webb. Third, Michael Oliver. Fourth, Graham Poll. Fifth, Anthony Taylor. Sixth, Dermot Gallagher. Seventh, Jeff Winter. Eighth, Paul Tierney. At 9, Mark Clattenburg. And 10, Martin Atkinson. So there you are now. Work that one out.
Me and Tequila were stunned into silence.
I mean, it's just like, what are they rating it on?
I don't know. It's a poll done by 888 Sport, whoever they are.
That says it all.
Anyway.
That just says it all.
Like the blind leading the blind, man, isn't it?
It is, Tequila. It is. I mean, they've probably got sponsored by 888 Mike Dean. Okay, put him first. Neil says they have 3 guys in a space that is suited for one person. Who do you think they would give them a little space? I do like the new handball change. It gives a little more leeway to the defender. I do too, actually, the new handball rule. Yeah. Where it's not so damned on now. They will give you a bit of leeway.
There was one today, wasn't there, when the ball rebounded against Kovacic from about a yard away, and his arm was away from the side, but it wasn't given because he had no time to react. It was just so quickly.
No. Big up Simply Ace. Hello, everyone. Hello, Simply. Big up Neil Shafton saying what he's saying. Big up Neil. Dan Davenport. Big up Dan. Big up Dermot Film Tequila. This man is another legend. Okay. He's another.
We'll have to get Dan on sometime, Dermot. I'd like to talk to
He's very knowledgeable on football, I tell you that.
Yeah, I've seen him on I've seen him on Dave's show, so yeah, we should get him on.
We'll get you one, Dan. We'll get you one. Neil Shafter says, okay, picture ref. Cheers, Neil. Let's just walk back just harsh memories, given the penalty to Chelsea. Fucker. Excuse my language. Anyway, Louis Chili Music. I'm surprised that we're so skippy because of the homegrown issue. We'll get on to Skippy.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Who else do you think Spurs should sign before the transfer window shuts? Right, guys, you've got one choice. So Tequila, go with you, then you, Philip, and then me. Tequila, one player.
Mbappe. You didn't say realistic.
Realistic.
Well, I would have said Vlahovic, but we won't get. We've got our striker already. Love him a lot or not. Realistic, that Chiesa, I think, if that's still doable. Probably, I doubt we're in for him now because we just bought this the other winger kid. But he would have been my preferred option. Would be Chiesa.
Okay. Yeah. He could still, because Juventus have told him he's not wanted there, so that could happen. Philip, one player. Who do you want Tottenham, if you can, Tottenham to bring in before the end of the window?
I don't know. The Italian lad from Juventus, what's he called? Locatelli, or possibly Gomez, the Wolves guy.
I split the difference with you on that. I'll go for Locatelli and you can go for Gomez.
Yeah, okay, right. Okay.
We'll split the difference on that.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And also, do you think Ivan Toney's, just a yes or no question, Ivan Toney will come to Spurs, yes or no?
No.
Tequila?
No.
I think he is. Because I've been told something else different to what you two know.
Oh, that's cheating. You've got advanced knowledge then. You've got insider knowledge. We don't.
What it is...
No, we need to report into the COP insider trading there, man. You can't be doing this.
Yeah, that's it. We're going to get on to the police there, Tequila.
Yeah, no insider trading, no loaded questions done. That's not a fair question. I know stuff they don't know. Let me ask them and then I'll prove them wrong. Dermo, that's a horrible thing you just did.
Well, do tell. Now you've spilled the beans.
I explain. I was told by our source, and also to our source, I hope you feel better, to our source, whoever that source is. We still don't know. He does meet us in a dark alley with a paper bag over his head, and we don't see him. We just hear his voice. And it's a bit, sounds like a mix between...
He's got a voice translator, hasn't he, as well? On those
yeah. It sounds a bit like a woman from South London and a man from Manchester. So it's a bit of a...
He sounds like Basuma on the laughing gas.
That's it, yeah. Oh, God, you and the key are going to be... You two on the same page on this. You two are going to have so much fun with that. Right. It's going to be hard to keep you two in check. Right. Tony's on his last year of his contract. He can go for free in January. 3 clubs will stick in. I was told 3 clubs will stick in a £30 million bid for him. Spurs are one of them.
Liverpool and Man United, the other 2?
No, well, Saudi Arabia have come in for him. He wants 20 million a year if he was to go to Saudi Arabia.
Ridiculous. Dermo, okay, right. Unless somebody's coming in for Richarlison, do we need three strikers for one position?
That's my thinking on it. That's my thinking.
Yeah, I think Richarlison is on the way out. I don't know where he would go, but I think he will be moved for the end of the window closes.
But even the Carlson moving out, Dermot, there's no guarantee Tony will get full regular first team football because it's fighting with Solanke for one spot. That's why I don't think he's going to come.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's true.
I mean, 20 million a year for doing nothing out in Saudi Arabia. Good luck to him, but it shows you the extent of his ambition. It's nil.
Yeah, to be honest, out of the 3 strikers, out of Richarlison, Solanke, and Tony, I actually rate Tony the most. So I'd be quite happy with that. But from Tony's perspective, like Phil's just said, I mean, we are going to be playing, assuming that we get to a decent level with the two domestic cups. We are going to be playing a lot more games. We've got at least 8 games in Europe. I believe under the new format, we've got at least 8 games. So he would get, if he rotates with Solanke, he would probably get quite a few games if Richarlison's not there.
So what you're saying, play Solanke in the league and play Tony in Europe and in the Cups?
I don't know. Or, well, it's rotated. It depends. You rotate, don't you? That's the point of it. But I just mean that we are guaranteed at least 48 games, 8 in Europe, and should we go out in the first round.
Plus the FA Cup and the Carabao, so more than 55, 60 Euro games probably,
Yeah, if we can get past the first round, yeah.
And also, Basuma could be off. If the right price comes in for Basuma, he could be off this window or in January.
I'm more than happy with that. I think even Philip, you don't blame us if you want to get rid of Basuma.
No, I made my stance very clear. I was a big Basuma fan, but what he's done now is I'm dead with him. I don't want to see him at the club at all.
Yeah,
it's very much. Ange doesn't like that. And I was saying it the other day, to you, Tequila, that Ange had to make a decision. He had to prove a point. What type of manager am I going to be? How am I going to rule my house? And he's ruling his house like a bit like Fergie. You did one thing with Fergie, you're out the door.
He was very, and with Fergie as well, he's pretty relentless. Like, if you burnt that bridge with Fergie, it was extremely difficult to come back from it.
Yeah.
Most of them didn't. Even legends like Roy Keane, and we know that Beckham, players like that, they never really came back, did they?
No. I mean, Philip did. I don't know. Are you on the move?
No, it's all going on. I just want to get something.
How was Bill Nick? Was he like Ange? Was he quite stickler for the rules? Was he a hard manager like? And the managers back then
Oh, he was, yeah, he was. Like, the thing about it is, you didn't hear as much about it. Like, every tittle tattle comes out on social media now. You didn't hear that much. It was the likes of Norman Giller that brought the stories out to the fans, what was going on behind the scenes at the club. And Bill Nicholson was a hard taskmaster. He used to hate long hair. That's one thing. He hated long hair. So you can imagine what you thought of Alfie Conn when he came, So he was a disciplinarian, but he was a fair disciplinarian. He'd give you every chance. The one thing Bill did not like you doing was going into the office and asking him for more money. He was not good at that at all. You think it was his own money he was paying out. But like Bill Shankly was the same. I'm sure Matt Busby was. All those guys were all pretty much cut from the same cloth.
Yeah. Well, big up, Dan. Look, I hope you liked your answers. Any more, get your questions in, guys, but do pick up the patrons. It does help me, Philip, Tequila, and Colin as well. Do what we love doing, and Carl when he makes his appearance. I'm still hearing, guys, that he's still talking. He's his agent that's holding up this transfer. This is going to be a deadline day's transfer, I think, getting Carl.
So who? Oh yeah. Sorry. I thought you were talking about a real player there for a minute.
Don't worry, guys. We're going to get a camera to Demo's house as he's driving out. He's going to pull down the window and start talking to us about the last.
I'll get Mrs. Tron to do me a video. I will. Yeah. We'll get Mrs. Brady to do it with Philip. He looks a bit more like Harry Redknapp.
Remember to talk about Nico Cranchar and Crouchy and all that.
That's it. Yeah, I'm so looking forward to deadline day. It's going to be a cracker, and our birthday as well. Our birthday is going to be a great. Hopefully, Colin is going to do that montage, because looking back at the beginning of the channel, how much has changed from now to here is mind blowing. What about Eze? Guys, Eze, would you like him at Spurs, Tequila?
Too late. Guy, too late now. I'm sorry to tell you, his release clause expired yesterday, so we had a chance. Now they'll want 80 and above probably now. So no way Levy's going to pay 80. If he wouldn't pay 67, there's no way he's going to do it now. So.
Yeah. Neil was saying today's managers don't have. Every time I see that picture, I just cringe. Sorry, Neil. Today's manager doesn't have the same influence over players. Sure, they can. I was watching a thing last night, guys, and you were talking about Bill Nick. It was Steve Perriman. He put up a 7-minute, 8-minute clip on YouTube. And it was so passionate what he was saying about the club. It was so. It was like he was speaking from the heart. And he said something in there. He doesn't need a blazer. He doesn't need a tie. He doesn't need any of these things to prove that he's a Tottenham Hotspur man. And to give Ange time, back him in the good times, back him in the bad times. He wasn't very complimentary about Levy. He short stop, I think, on complimenting him on that.
Shall I see if I can get an interview with him? Just me and him. We can talk about Levy. Would that be good for the channel?
We've had Steve Perrin on here twice.
Really?
Once at the very start of the channel, and then I think Philip, were you with us when we had? Or was that Mickey Hazard?
Mickey Hazard.
Yeah, I'm going to see can I get hold of Steve Perrin again. He's such a gent to have. We've had him on twice, and he's such a gent. He really is a lovely, lovely man. He really is. He's such a gentleman. I mean, he is second in command after Bill Nick. And Bill Nick promoted him because he didn't rate Graham Souness. He thought Graham Souness wasn't ready. That's why he sold him to Sunderland. And
Graham Souness also had disciplinary issues as well, Dermot. Yeah. He went against Bill's wishes. I think he was caught out in the nightclub as well. Stuff like that, which wouldn't have gone down well with Bill Nichols, especially with a young lad.
Yeah. Big up to Milton. Big up Milton. I hope you're well, Dermo. I'm Graham. Big up the panel and chat. Smash the like and keep supporting this wonderful channel. Love your work. Much love from Australia in Andrew Trust. Well, big up, Milton. You're so very kind. And when I get words like that, I don't know how to take it because I just thank you so much. I'm not very good at taking compliments, so thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. And I know the guys do. Guys, do you want to say anything?
Yeah, thanks, Milton. That's very well. Nicely put, Milton. Thanks for that. We really do appreciate it.
Yeah, mate. We're happy that we can entertain you enough to have you keep coming back. So it means a lot to us and makes us want to continue doing it.
Yeah. Can you say hello, Alex, from me, Tequila?
Hello, Alex.
You know who I'm on about.
Yeah, pick up Alex. Hope you're watching, guys.
Yeah, I'd say they will be, but it's a long story. We will tell it one day, but Tequila has.
Yeah, I know.
What Tequila has done is something very close to my heart, and I'll explain to you back screen, Philip, what happened. But big up to Tequila and big up to Alex and his dad. Geek says I would get rid of Basuma and sign Sander Berger for Spurs. Oh, that's a good shout.
He's not. He's a pretty decent player. Yeah. He's not a bad shout. Yeah.
Big up to Hot God 10. Big up to James, who's seen Philip playing his drums. If we do get to 2Ks, Philip is doing a live drum session on our channel as a celebration. And Tequila will. And
Philip is. I'm going to be doing vocals, am I? God no.
Yeah, you're going to be like the Freddie Mercury and the Phil Collins. That's what you're going to do.
I'll take the Phil Collins. I don't mind Phil Collins.
Yeah. You got to sing. Another One Bites the Dust in the air tonight. And then
Another One Bites the Dust is Chelsea theme song now.
Yeah. And also You Want to Break Free. There you go. But you do have to dress up.
Still the Chelsea theme song.
Especially for the 9-year contract.
You can imagine Colton Palmer's just signed a new 4-year contract, can't you? He's playing. Anyway, we're going to have so much fun.
The 200 grand a week he's getting probably makes it feel a little bit better now.
Yeah. If anything, that we need the other defenders. Great. Big up to Michael McDonald. Big up, Mick. How you doing, sir? Glasgow, not Queen's Park. Glasgow, Celtic.
Good win for Celtic today.
Celtic all the way. Even Tequila's become a Celtic fan. We're going to make Tequila a Celtic fan. I've
always preferred Celtic. I don't know if I'm a fan. I just out of Celtic and Rangers. Do you know why? This is as transparent as this is honest. I like the kit more. From an outsider's point of view, right? I just like the kit more. That was the first thing. I just like the kit more.
See, you fit in this channel so well, Tequila. You're a Celtic fan. You're a Spurs fan. You're part of the family. I mean, we'll grant you Irish citizenship next.
I'll take that. Why not?
We'll make you an honorary
Scottish.
Yeah, if it all kicks off, I have a bunker you can all come to. We can all talk to the cockroaches of Tottenham Hotspur fans if it all happens. Me and Tequila have worked this out, haven't we? We've got a plan in place.
I'm coming around yours and I'm getting in the bunker.
Yeah, and we're going to broadcast to all the cockroaches.
Yep.
We've got it all worked out, haven't we?
Not sure there'll be any games to cover, but
I'm sure me and Philip and you can talk about, and Colin can talk about something.
Cockroach Premier League, yeah.
Cockroach Premier League. Yeah. Philip has the cockroach doing when he's still running down the line.
Yeah. I think somebody stood on him.
Somebody stood on him, yeah.
Hang on. Has that gone to VAR? Can we have a replay of that, please?
You know what? The cockroaches would do a better job. They'd probably be more accurate than the human ones.
Oh, dude. I'm surprised anyone tuned into this channel thinks that these lads all right. I don't. No, we're not. I'm definitely not.
Wayne Boller put it best when he said sensible. What are you talking about? Yeah, I don't know what.
Yeah, I don't know what. Hot God 10 says, I have a feeling that we'll go for Matt O'Reilly at Celtic. He ain't. See, I'm torn with this.
Not bad.
I like Matt O'Reilly at Celtic, but I love him at Spurs. It's a bit like Ange. I didn't want Ange to leave Celtic, but I'm happy he's at Tottenham. Do you know what I mean, Philip? It's that sort of torn, aren't we? We were sort of.
Yeah.
We all want an all-action midfielder. He is it. Apparently,
he sounds Irish, but he's actually he's a Danish international. So
his mother's Irish.
Yeah, his mother's Irish.
His mother's Irish.
Father's Irish.
Yeah.
I don't think there's too many O'Reillys in Denmark.
No, there isn't. No. Well, you never know. A bit like I don't know if you watched this, guys. Uncle Albert, when they go to France, they do they're in the restaurant and everyone's got a beard like Uncle Albert.
Oh yeah. That was brilliant.
Look, there's another one. Bloody got around the Randy old git. Atlantis to go 10. Dan says, see if you can get Glenn Hoddle. I tell you one thing, that would be so hard, Dan.
Yeah.
That would be so hard. It really would. I think it would cost us as well to get him.
I think he would. You probably could, but God knows what he charges an hour, for his time.
Well, Steve Perriman does it for free. That's the legend he is. And Mickey Hazard does it for free as well.
Yeah,
I had to get Mickey Hazard back on. I would. Glenn Hoddle's my idol. I mean, that's why I said it before. To think to you, Tequila. I don't know if you're around, Philip. That Bergvall reminds me of a young Glenn Hoddle.
Yeah, absolutely. He's fearless.
There's a swagger about him.
Yeah. He's going to be a legend for Spurs, that guy. As long as he stays away from injury and nobody else snaps him up.
No, don't worry. If me and Tequila were timed to the gate at Tottenham Hotspur. Milton says, you guys always get me through my day at work.
Oh, that's good.
Well, it's our job, isn't it?
Good to hear that.
Did you see? Do you see it's getting Locatelli?
Now that we've sold Skip, I say the chance is probably higher. Now that we've sold Skip.
Do you know what? What do you reckon? Right, Gomez or me and Philip have sort of had our say to killer. So for you, Gomez or Locatelli?
I don't think they're miles away from each other, player-wise. But you sign the one who's already acclimatized to England and who's already playing in the league. You know what I
mean? Yeah, that makes a big thing. Yeah.
Okay. There you go, Daniela.
Depends. I mean, also, I guess it depends on if there's a massive price difference. I'd imagine that Locatelli will cost a lot less than.
I think there's about 30 million in the difference between the two of them.
Well, and that obviously is quite a lot. Well, it's in my world, it's quite a lot. I think it's any more.
Yeah, hope that helped you. Daniela, hope you got on well yesterday. Let us know how they did. Wilton said I could listen to Steve Perriman for hours just talking about Tottenham. He is my Mr. Tottenham. Yeah, he is. He really is. He's a legend. Locatelli or Gomez? Well, it depends how much you want to spend on that. Cool Cat says, Michael, Daniela, Donnelly, all right, debut for Orient. He'll grow as the season gets on. Big up to Donnelly.
It's good to see one of our loan players actually getting a start because Scarlett was on the bench for Oxford United. It's good to see Jamie Donnelly getting a start.
Did he come on, Phil?
In the last 5 minutes, but barely touched the ball.
See, what's the point in that? What's the point in sending a loan player to get 5 minutes?
Very kind Milton for that. You look so young, Domo, without it. But thank you very much.
See, people did notice you shaved there, mate. See, we did notice.
See, I don't think I don't. You not see a different me to how I've seen myself.
No, Domo. I think you should have kept the beard. But as soon as you told me that your missus demanded it, that's it. There's no arguing.
Yeah, but
it needs to be done.
I see myself completely different how you see me, and you've told me something different, Tequila, and I don't see it. And you two, and even Philip said it to me.
Yeah, well, the proof is people are watching now, aren't they? Yeah.
You're watching for Philip. He's dyslexic and below.
I grew a beard once before I got married, and I was told if I ever grew one again, that was it. So I never grew one again. That's me.
I can't imagine not having a beard, to be honest.
Well, that's something we've learned. You're like the Stig. That's something we've learned about you. We've learned that the Stig has a beard.
The Stig has a beard. Long hair.
Yeah, we're going to call you the Stig from now on. We've learned something about you because we don't know what you look like. So you're the Stig. The Stig has a beard, everyone. The Stig has a beard.
I'm the Stig in the mud. That's what you want to call.
Pictures of him soon,
No, he's the channel. He's like Top Gear had Stig. You're the Stig in the white suit, Tequila.
Apparently, I need a shave. Thanks, Dragon.
Yeah. Well, there's something else we've learned that he needs a shave. This is amazing. We're learning a lot about the Stig tonight.
Excuse me, sir. Are we supposed to be talking about football or beards?
Turning into the beard show.
Turning into the beard show. Yeah. You sounded like you were at school, Philip. Sir, can I say something?
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Look at me. I'm good. I'm real good. Right. Anyway. Daniela says Locatelli 20 million.
People, a lot of the chat seem to prefer Locatelli. Apparently.
Yeah. I think I missed a comment somewhere along that. I think I've missed half these comments, guys.
I don't think so, Dave.
Big up to Chris. Hi, everyone. Tequila. Have you designed a new avatar for Dermot?
No, he'll have to sign. I have sent him the program I use, so he could probably. Yeah. You can't create them per se, at least not on the one I've got. But there is quite a few choices. But you have to pay for them. If you didn't guess, it's kind of like you get some, and then if you want to get more, you have to pay for them and buy them. It's like an online video game. Like you have to buy them individually. Quite expensive.
Danielle said she cannot wait till tomorrow. Neither can I. I cannot wait. I feel like a kid on Christmas Eve. We've got own a bar. That's the only way, says Neil Shafton. I don't. Yeah.
To have a beard.
Yeah. I don't know. And could you do a poll on it? Only if possible. I can.
Okay. Yeah, go. Why not then?
Yeah. So let me. I don't know how you do a poll on this thing, actually. Philip, and just talk to yourselves for a minute. Just as I do this poll.
What are you trying to do? A poll on who we want to buy?
Yeah. Just you two talk about Tottenham for 2 minutes. Why I do this.
Let me see.
I'll bring up the chat. I think the only one that we haven't covered is Dan Davenport saying.
By the way, did anyone see the picture from the bar in Los Angeles at the weekend there that has a wall-sized screen? And they were watching the Man United game. It looked like you're actually in the stadium. It was that big. It was brilliant.
Really? That big?
Yeah. I'm sure they show all the matches that way, It's, yeah. I was going to say...
Again, to who did think... Well, actually, I tell you what. While you're doing that, guys, go through the lineup while I'm doing this. Then we have had this out today, but this is the lineup, and then we're going to bring Philip's lineup. So, Tequila, go through our lineup first, and then we'll bring Philip's up then, and see if it's any different.
So we've got the predictable, but I think there's not much. I don't think anyone's going to argue. Porro, obviously, on the right, left in Doggy, on obviously Van der Ven and Romero in the middle. Midfield, which I think is a bit more. You can have a bit more freedom in there. You've got. Benny, you've got Sarr, Novasim, obviously, and in Madison. And up front, we're going with Son, Solanke, and a little bit of a debate, I think, on the right-hand side, but Johnson's been selected. I suppose you'd put... I suppose you'd say that he is probably the first choice right winger.
Well, he played very well in pre-season, so I'd imagine Kulu will probably get the nod. But my team only shows two changes from what you've got there.
Yeah, so here I'll bring it up here now, Philip. There we go.
Okay, the goalkeeper and the back four are the same, obviously. I've just gone for Bentancur, Bergvall, and Sarr in the middle. I just think Bergvall has proved a lot more than Maddison in pre-season. He's hit the ground running, whereas Maddison seems to be going backwards. But that being said, they'll probably play Maddison tomorrow because of his Leicester connections, and he knows what's what there. And I've also got Kulu instead of Johnson. But do you know, I was trying to work out there. We could have one of the strongest benches ever in a Tottenham match tomorrow night. We're going to have the likes of Dragusin, right? We're going to have Bergvall. We could have Gray. We can have Spence. We can have Mikey Moore, Will Lancashire, the goalkeeper, Austin. I probably miss Ben Davis. Probably missing a few out here. Like, we really are going to have a strong bench, whatever team we put out tomorrow night.
Dermo, I was going to mention something, but I don't know if it's something you want to say for our transfer show.
Yeah, okay, go on. No, go on.
Well, going into this season, I'm really worried about our left back cover. Right. I'm surprised it seems to be going under the radar a little bit. It feels everyone's clamoring for maybe another winger. Everyone's clamoring obviously for a number 6, which I'm not saying we don't need, but if Ndogi would get another serious injury, hopefully he doesn't, but if he were, we're just going to play Ben Davis every week then, are we?
Well, you play Archie Gray there.
You could play Archie Gray
as a left back.
He's right back. He's very versatile. I know he's not left-footed, but he's very versatile. So
And also Jed Spence. And spoke very highly of him.
You can move over Van de Ven to a left back, and we put Dragusin in the centre.
Yeah, but doesn't that seriously weaken us?
Not really. No, not really. I don't think so. Not if Dragusin plays like he can do. But I know, I take your point. Like, it probably would be better if we would sign another left back. But who is there? What position does Chilwell play for Chelsea?
Oh, I think he's left back. Yeah, I think so.
I think he's going to be available. There's no space for him at Chelsea. So get him on a free transfer. Take him.
So if you've got say you got Gomez and Locatelli, then guys, do you start them ahead of a Bentancur or a Basuma? Do you start them ahead of a Sarr? Who do you start them ahead of?
That's a tricky one.
Looking at the picture on screen, right? If that is the formation and we're playing a double pivot and we are playing Maddison literally behind Solanke, then see, does Ange in that formation you're showing? I'm not even sure Ange wants a number 6, because isn't that 2 8s?
No, one of them is a 6. The both 6s. He plays with 2 defensive sort of midfielders, and then the 3 play in the midfield. So it'd be Sonny, Maddison, and Johnson in the midfield, and then the striker up front by himself. It's the way that it's done, but generally it's a 4-3-3, if you know what I mean.
So we play. You think Ange wants to play with 2 defensive midfielders and not 2 central midfielders, so to speak? No,
he played for 1, 2 sort of. It depends, because I don't know, Philip. What do you reckon? I think he plays with 2 6s and 1 sort of.
Yeah, I'd play with two 6s and then a 10 or an 8 or a 10 as well. I just feel that we need that midfield cover is very important, not to leave the back 4 too exposed. I think that's probably what happened in pre-season, because we didn't really have our formation right. So it's very interesting to see now who the midfield 3 are tomorrow. But if Locatelli came in, I would say he'd replace Sarr, to be honest with you.
I've got to say then, I mean, if Ange really, if the idea is to play with 2 number 6s, then I'm even more worried about our midfield, because we were talking about not being able to play 1-6, and we were talking about Bissouma not being, what's the word to use? He's got too much freedom. He doesn't, he's not disciplined enough to play the 6. So I don't know that. Then I'd say we need both these 2 players then. If we're playing 2 defensive midfielders, then I don't class Bentancur as a defensive midfielder. I class him as an 8, not as 6. Yeah. See, so I don't even know where he plays then.
You see, the formation is a 4-2-3-1. That's what he plays. Yeah. I think everyone's playing the same formation, but I think there's different ways of playing it. And you just don't know. I think everyone has to do their job. I think one's a 6 and one's an 8, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So if that's what it is, that makes more sense from what I'm seeing from our squad. 1-6 and 1 6, 1 8 and 1 10. That's kind of what.
Yeah.
Well, Locatelli is a 6. Benson Core is the 8, and Maddison is the 10. That's fairly well balanced, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you want to have a number 8 that's got defensive capabilities, doesn't get carried too far forward, because we have enough of them up there, without another one joining in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for me, Højbjerg did that for you, in a way. Højbjerg did that sitting, in a way.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But do you think that
will be revealed tomorrow night anyway with what we've got at the moment? Yeah. So it'll be very interesting.
Do you think though, because Ange plays with inverted fullbacks, do you think he feels that maybe he doesn't need a 6 because he's got 2 inverted fullbacks there who are obviously still quite defensive players?
No, I think we need a 6. I think we need a 6. The fullbacks might just, if they're caught out of position too far in field or whatever. I don't know. I worry when the fullbacks venture too far in, because it leaves an awful lot of space out in the wings.
Yeah, we're vulnerable to the diagonal long ball, aren't we?
Are we better prepared this season with this team than we were this time last season, do you think, coming up to the first game for Brentford?
Yeah. Because the team know what Ange did. This time last year, they hadn't a clue what Ange was about. Now they know exactly what he's about. So they'll know. They'll know. Second season is always going to be better under an Ange team, because they know what the jobs are. Last season, they were learning it.
Yeah. Tequila, do you think
we're better prepared? We still did okay when you think about it,
I think Ange is better prepared as a manager and everything. And this would be his third window under him. So you'd like to think that this is more of his team than it's not. Do I think like player for player? I still see 3 or 4 quite big gaps to me in the team that haven't been addressed. They could still be addressed in the next 2 weeks. But as of Leicester City game, I think there's still certainly 2 or 3 signings I'd like to come in to really shore it up. Ange probably feels the same way. He probably wants a couple more. So.
Yeah, it probably does, and he said he wants a few more in. Let's go through back chat, but please go to our predicted 11 lineup. That was out this morning, so please give that a like if you can, and a subscribe. We're up to 1 away, guys. We're 1 away from 1,900. Let's see, can we get here?
Somebody hit that subscribe button. Come on.
No, just need one more.
One more. And then we're only 100 away from 2K. Saar has the legs. He's good defensively. If both backs bomb forward, we're in trouble against the top teams.
Yeah, that's a worry I have.
Yeah. Gerard, big up to Gerard. Outside Chelsea, we are the biggest spenders this summer. We are. Which shocked me. It actually did shock me, that. Who's this? The
Reptile keeper.
More rotational midfield system. Switch around.
What do you reckon? Then answer that then. You said it. What do you reckon, guys? Do we need them all? Do we need that, do you think?
I think we've got a flexible midfield as it is. Because if you bring back Kulusevski and Son back into that midfield, it's kind of to force it up. They can switch around. As long as the defensive boys do their thing. I think the other lads are very capable of switching it and rotating. So I think it's okay at the moment. Now, if Locatelli or Gomez comes in, then maybe they might change things around a bit. If Bergvall plays, I think him being given more free role, because he's that type of player. But let's see. I'm happy enough with the way things are at the minute now.
Tequila, what do you reckon?
No, I mean, even though, we'll talk about Skippy in a minute, I guess. But even though Skippy wasn't the best player, I would say he was one of the more defensive players in the midfield. Yeah. So if we've let him go, we've got to sign. I'd rather sign us 2 6s. I don't think that's going to happen. We'll probably get 1, but I think we probably could need 2 6s. That's my opinion.
Do you think 1 going out? That means for Skippy going out, there's definitely 1 coming in then, because that's
you've got
to be.
Yeah, but you've got to remember that we've sold Højbjerg and Skippy now, and they're both 2 of the more defensive midfielders. See, in my mind, Dermo, we will play FIFA, we all play Football Manager, and their class is defensive midfielders. So looking at it in my mindset, it's like, okay, but we haven't replaced either one as of this minute. So you can make an argument that we should be getting 2 in, but at the very least, we've got to get at least 1 in, and I imagine we will. So. Yeah.
Big up to Andy Ing 135. But I haven't seen you before, sir. So do please hit that like button and subscription button if you can. Hang on there. Okay, Grant.
Yeah,
right,
sorry about that, lads.
No.
I have to skip off here.
Sorry, mate.
I'll see you tomorrow.
That's a good one. You have to skip off, and we so skip. That's funny, Philip. That's very good, actually.
That's well done. Into the next subject, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the cue into the next subject.
Nice one.
Big up, Philip. I'm listening to you tomorrow for the show.
Right.
See you tomorrow, man. Bye-bye.
See you later, mate.
There goes the Godfather. Oh,
right, now the floor's ours, Demo. Now we can play.
Now we can play. No, okay. Big up to Andy Ing 135. I wonder how many different starting midfielders we'll have during the season. Maybe or hopefully we might find a successful starting midfielder this season sooner rather than later with a massive smiley face. He makes a very good point.
It's not a very settled midfield, is it? Let's be honest.
And I think you are right about selling. I think there's one coming in. I do believe.
I'm pretty sure there's got to be at least one coming in. Yeah.
Yeah, and it could be Gallagher. Your favourite player?
You say I'm not even. I'm dying with a sad word. I have nothing. I can't think of anything new to say about Conor McGallagher. I can't even remember his name. McGallagher. There you go, Conor McGallagher.
You're so sick of him, you can't even name him.
No, Conor McGallagher.
I want to say we're so behind in the chat. I'm sorry, so sorry, everyone. Conor McGregor plays as a 6. He played as a deep playmaker for ANGE at Celtic. Bentancur is probably the better option to play that role. He is. Should we fail for the Champions League, will Mr. Levy keep his nerve?
In what way?
We've had this question. We've had this question already, and I've stuck my neck out, haven't I?
Does he mean with Ange?
Yeah.
Well, Gerard, me and I have had this conversation, and when we gave our top 6 predictions, I put us at 6, and one of the things Dermo said was, and he believes this, that if my prediction comes true, then Ange is out. So basically, that puts quite a lot of pressure on Ange, because that means if Dermo's right, or that is the way of thinking, then if he doesn't do as well as he did last year, which is 5th or better, he's out. So he can't even get 6, and 6 would still get into Europe. But if Dermo thinks that Levy will pull the trigger if we were to end up 6.
That also means if we don't win the trophy, if we win the trophy, I think he stays.
That's a bit that's a bit different. Yeah.
But will he keep his stuff? Because no manager since Poch has stayed the full second season. This is uncharted territory we're going into now.
I think Levy. It's a bit weird, isn't it, for someone who gets chastised a lot, and rightfully so, for not listening to the fans. The one thing that he tends to listen to the fans about
is the manager.
Firing the manager.
Yeah.
We all saw with Nuno. Like Nuno was 3 months into the job. Obviously, we're with the match against United, again when Solskjaer's job was on the line as well, and then the fans start chanting to Nuno, "You don't know what you're doing." When I can't remember which player he brought off. Dermo. He brought some player off, and the fans were all chanting, "You don't know what you're doing." And then next day, he's gone, and Conte's in. Literally.
Well, I'll tell you a little funny story. I'll tell you a fun story about that. I knew somebody that was ahead of the curve on the Conte thing, and I put it into Dave's group chat at the time that Conte was in the next day, and then 24 hours he was in the job. I was one of the first ones to say, "This is going to be our new manager." Because at that game, I was told Paratici was speaking to Conte at half-time. That was already happening.
Yes, Dragon D's nuts. Yeah, Lucas Moura. That's right. That's who it was. Yeah, and the fans are chanting. Yeah. Well, so I hope you're wrong, though, Mo. But see, I think 6 is not that for this season. Because we brought in so much youth. Yeah, I think 6 isn't that bad. But you're probably right that. The fans will probably say, well, we're not in the Champions League again, even though 6 will probably get us Europa again. But
but we finished 5th this season. 6 is going backwards to how we finished last season. We need to improve. We need to build on what we've done.
But the other teams around us, like Newcastle, probably will be better this year, and then United seem to be getting their act together. So I'm not saying that we won't, but I think it's not beyond the realms of possibility at all that we'll get 6. And I don't think us getting 6 would be this disaster. That's why I'm a little bit like, wow, if Levy were to fire him for getting 6, then that would be, well, we're back to square one again. And
yeah, and I mean, look, I'm Ange in. You know I am. I'm one of his biggest supporters. So, look, it doesn't... I think he will bring us to the promised land and he will take us to success. There's nothing better than watching your team win a trophy. You've had experience of that. You know what that's like.
Just about.
Yeah, know what that's like. Big up to Simply 8, either top 4 or a trophy. I prefer a trophy, so did I. And then, sorry for... No, your Groundhog got 10. But you guys want to know, where is the game? Where you can watch it? Well, it is tomorrow. It's an 8 o'clock kick, of course, at the King Power Stadium. This is the history from Leicester and Tottenham during the Premier League era. They've played 34 times. They've drawn 5, 15 wins, 8 at home, 5 away for Leicester, 16 total wins for Spurs, 9 at home, 7 away. Tequila, who can forget the Stephen Bergwijn 2 goals within 30 seconds of each other to go 2-1 down to win 3-2.
Yeah, that was great, wasn't it?
Yeah, to watch that the other night, actually.
Yeah, and that's going to stick with... That's going to be Bergwijn's claim to fame, isn't it, for Spurs?
Now, if you want to watch it, it is on Sky Sports here in the UK and Ireland. If you're in America, it's on NBCSports.com. Tequila, you're on Peacock, aren't you? You watch your games through Peacock.
I'm probably not going to say anything.
And then if you're in Canada, it's on Fubo TV, which is a load of crap. It's not unless you live in Canada, and then it's fine for you. But for me, it's a load of...
No, for me too, it's rubbish. Yeah.
Now, these are the last 4 results. Of course, Leicester beat us 4-1 at the end of that season. Last season, that's the time we lost Bentancur for the season. In September, we won 6-2. Sonny's hat-trick came off the bench and scored a hat-trick. Of course, that 3-2 night, who could ever forget Stephen Bergwijn getting them 2 goals within 30 seconds of each other in injury time. Very much Ajax like that again. And then, of course, we beat them 4-2. So really, Tottenham have really got a record against them. 3 wins out of the last 4 games.
Yeah, they're one of the teams. It's like you know when the fixtures come out, and then they're one of the teams which you don't really fear, like you do certain other teams. And I'm not, and Leicester, I've got nothing but I quite like Leicester as how they as a club, and they have been they've been more successful than us in the last 20 years. They've won an FA Cup. They even won a Premiership. So I've got some time for them. Damo, very quickly. Simply Ace has put in a chat about Bergwijn, and he's just got me thinking ever so quickly.
Yeah.
Bergwijn under Ange in this system. I would have taken him. I would have taken him over the rest of our wingers, other than Sonny, right now.
It would have worked. It would have worked. He would have worked under an Ange system.
Annoying, isn't it?
We would have seen the best of him, I think.
It's annoying. It's annoying.
It is annoying. It is. It really is annoying. We would have seen the best of him. I think there's a few players we would have seen the best.
Yeah, it's not just him. It's just because Simply Ace has brought him up, and it's just like I wouldn't mind him in our squad right now over some other wingers.
And it's a bit like Jed Spence as well. He was never given the chance. Under Ange, he's been given a chance, and I think he will be this season. Now, if you like an odd bet, and I'm sure you do, please go on to Sky's Bet for your betting, for all your odds, for your in-game play, but please bet responsibly.
25 to 1, Derma. Who's
that's Winks to score against Tottenham.
That's not. I thought it was someone a bit. Okay, that's not good odds. Never mind. Continue.
No, we're not sponsored by. We're not sponsored by Sky Bet, but if you do fancy sponsoring the channel, Sky, we will take it, won't we, Tequila?
Yes, we will take, and any of the other gambling sites. You know who you are.
Please gamble responsible, isn't it? That's what you got to do.
Everything in moderation. That goes for most things, don't we? Moderation.
When the fun stops. The odds are Leicester to win 92, Tottenham to win 4-7 favourites. The draw is 7-2. Archie Gray to get the first goal on his debut, 18-1. Solanke to get a goal in his debut, 4-1. Sonny to get a goal, 9-2. And Harry Winks to score against the first goal, to score against his former club, 25-1. There's a bet there.
Out of these ones you've shown me, you know what, the 4-1 Solanke, and you know that I don't think Solanke's amazing, But a 4-1 on the main striker, I think that's pretty good. I'd be tempted by that.
I would be too. Big up to this Tottenham team news. Foster is a doubt because Basuma's suspended, and Richarlison is a doubt as well, but probably will be fixed. For Leicester, yeah, I know. Just want to get through this.
Okay.
Leicester team news: Cody's out with a hamstring. Daka's out for an ankle injury, and Vardy is out with a knock. He's had the knock since pre-season, so he's out. And then if you want to know who referee is, guys, I haven't seen it. Big up to Hogcott 10. Referees Chris Kavanagh, his assistant is Lee Richard Rest. The fourth official is Robert Jones. The VAR man is David Goot. And the assistant VAR is Stephen Murdeth. So there's all what you need to know, guys. And look, we have done it. We're only 100 away from 2K now.
Thank you, guys, especially whoever that was who just...
I think it was this gentleman. This gentleman here.
I can't pronounce...
I can't pronounce, but whoever you are, you're a legend. And he says Solomon. I think he's on about Wade and Solomon in the team. And I think Solomon's on the way out, I think, personally, myself.
You know what, Domo? It was always a little bit of a weird signing, wasn't it? It was always a little bit of a weird signing.
It was a bit of a weird one, but it got there. We've got Dragon D Nuts. Can't believe we're 100 away from 2K Tequila. I'm getting excited now. I can feel it.
Yeah.
I can
Not that far now, dude.
I can feel it. Come on. Let's get to 1999. 99 and counting. Right.
We'll play the Prince. We'll play the Prince song when we get there.
Yeah. 1990. Well, do you know in 1900? If we go to 1901, it's the year we won the FA Cup. So that's a good one. Jose area, Bale would be good too. Yeah, he would be.
He would be.
Andy Ing 135. It says button setter Bergwijn. We've got Werner twice.
Yeah, I mean, I would have. Those two are comparison. I would have preferred Bergwijn. Can't lie, I would have.
So would I actually. Big ups to 1,900 Domo. Yeah, thank you so much. And also Neil Shafton. Solomon will be loaned. Yeah, he will be loaned. Most likely, but guys, that is your pre-match. Oh, score prediction for you, Tequila, because you won't be around tomorrow. Tomorrow's your day off. So, what is your score prediction?
I think we will let in a couple. Not because of bad defenders, just because of the way Ange plays. It's the way that it is. But we'll probably get some. I'm going to go with 3-2. I think we will win 3-2. But it could be 3-1. But no, 3-2. 3-2.
I'm going for 5-0.
Dermo. You see the difference, don't you? And I love Dermo. Dermo's a great lad. But 5-0, we're going to keep a clean sheet.
Yeah.
Okay. Bless him.
Let's see.
What about the chat?
Yeah, let's see what the chat. Hot God's going for 3-1. Simply Ace is going for 3-1. Dragon D Nuss is going for a 3-2.
Actually, Simply Ace has put Leicester 3-1, so he's gone for a Leicester win.
Oh, bloody hell. I read that wrong, Simply Ace. Wow.
If that happens, Simply Ace, then some Spurs channels are going to be a nightmare to go into.
The post-match live tomorrow is going to be a nightmare to do if that happens.
Yeah.
Aren't you glad you got your day off tomorrow?
I am actually for that one.
You'll be sitting there stroking Sam with the cat.
No, but there is a part of me that is looking forward to have some of the fans on. If we do have a bad game, there is a part of me, that kind of like dark part of me, which is kind of like, okay, this is going to be absolutely great.
There's plenty of games in the season for that to happen, Tequila. You will be part.
I know. I'll have my moment. I'm sure I'll get that.
You will have your moment in the sun, sir. Andy Ing, 135 goes 3-1 Spurs. Solanke, Decky, and Bergville. Wow, good shot. We've got Verdi playing nil. So 4-1 Good Army. Big up to thing. Oh, God, says Vardy. No, he's out with a knock. Just told you that, guys. He goes, woo! And then good. See what service.
That is true. Leicester. I mean, I said 3-2, but they are losing. Pretty much most of their forward lines out injured. So maybe
you look who's out. They've lost the two defenders are out and the striker's out.
Yeah, I'll stick with it because that's what my instinct said. But it could be maybe 3-1. But I do think we'll let in the goal there.
Can I just say with the doubts with Foster, they are both fit, they are both training, but there might be a doubt for tomorrow. I don't know. Now, Basuma, I want a quick answer. This question I actually had written down, and I've written it down, and I remind myself, and I forgot to say it earlier for you, Tequila. Then we'll plug everything, explain to people what's happening tomorrow.
There is one thing we didn't cover, Derm. I don't know if you want to do it now or not.
Yeah, I will do. That's what I'm getting at. The last
skip leaving kind of thing.
I think Skip deserves the last bit because I think he's a legend within
Fair
himself.
Enough. Yeah.
Basuma, do you think this might be the only game he's going to miss, or do you think he might be missing a few more?
I think it would depend on our transfer business over the next 2 weeks. I think if they were to bring in 2 midfielders, which I doubt they will, but if they were, then I think that's them just saying, "No, mate, we don't want anything to do with you right now, so just go away for a little while till it blows over." If we only get 1 in, then I don't know how long I don't know what a fitting punishment is. How long do you keep them out for?
Well, the FA might get involved now and do their own investigation. The police may be doing their own investigation.
Really?
He's let a hell of a lot of people down. It's a stupid thing to do because
it is. I just don't know what the fitting time frame punishment wise is. I mean, if it's just 1 game, what's that going to do?
It's not going to do nothing.
Well, that's what I mean. So then, how many games do you give him then? 10 games, 2 months?
Do you feel that? Do you feel? I mean, you look at Rio Third now. I don't know if you remember. He got 8 months for missing a drug test.
That's right. He did. You're right. He got busted, didn't he? That's right.
Yeah, and he genuinely missed it by accident. He didn't do anything deliberately. So, I think they gave themselves a bit of breathing room by saying, "Look, we're spending for this game, and then we'll take it on from there." I think legally they have to see what they can do. Is there a breach of contract? Is there a club that they can get him out on loan to? Is there any business they can do with him? I don't know.
I think also, and people might not like this, and I'm not saying that I think this is the way it should go down, but I think it could do. It may depend on the performances of our other midfielders. If our midfielders are playing well, then the need to bring him back or the pressure to bring him back in much reduced. If our midfield is playing badly and we have a run of bad games where our midfield is not doing well, then there's going to be much more pressure on Ange to say, well, we've got to bring him back in.
Yeah. Then why did we let Skip go? And Skip has left. He's gone to Leicester for £20 million, plus £5 million on add-ons. Has that left us because we seem to let players go? Does that lead you to believe then there's players coming in then, Tequila? Does that lead right?
I think so, and I want to go back a little bit, and this is not an attack on Boris, and Boris is not here right now to say his defence either. But Boris and a lot of people, when we were talking about Solanke, we're talking about we've got no choices, we've got to bring in an English player, and then we go ahead and then sell Skippy, who is homegrown from our academy. None of this is adding up to me, dude.
No.
So something's not right. So I think that blows that whole need to buy an English striker crap out the window.
It does. So does that mean then we're in something is bubbling in the background and we had to make space for this new player to come in then?
Mate, it doesn't make that much sense to me, full stop. Skippy, I don't know.
I don't know. And I praised him for how he played against Bayern Munich, by the way.
Unless Ange is fine with having a smaller squad especially for the European competitions.
Well, we've got to pick a 25-man squad for the Premier League in a couple of weeks after the window closes, and a 25-man squad for Europe. I think personally, I think there's a midfielder ready to come in. But Neil's saying it's a UEFA, and I don't know what he means by that. I mean, Hoggod tends to look. Let's go through some of these chats here very quickly.
Okay.
If we bring in 2 midfielders, that covers Skip and Basuma. Look, I want to wish Skip all the very best. I think he never let us down. He always tried his best. I'm surprised he's gone because I praised him quite highly how he played against Bayern Munich at home. But good luck, Skip, and we wish you all the very best. We will miss you.
The thing about Skippy, Dermo, is that one of the reasons I don't think he was the best footballer in the world, but he was Tottenham through and through. And you know what? It disappoints me a little bit is that with your, I know that there's kids who might come through, but it is still might. As of right now, we don't have that kid from Tottenham really kind of in our first team. There's ones who may break in, but as of right now, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. He's probably the closest one. But as of right now, it's like, and Skip was kind of like the latest, obviously, Spurs lad. So I do hope Micah Moore breaks through, because we've got no Spurs lads now.
No, we haven't. And I think there's 2 coming in. I think there's 3 more signings coming in the door before the end of the window. And I have to say, Brian Daigle put it up on X today, and I have to agree with him, actually. He's been very impressed with the outgoings of the club, of the players that we've got out, the Deadwood. And you have to give him credit where credit's due. We've got rid of all the Deadwood. We've got rid of the players that have been letting us down time and time again. And I have to agree with Brian on that. And look, some of the in-signings probably are a little bit underwhelming. I would agree with that as well.
I think, Dermo, when it comes to the transfer window, obviously, our outgoings have been pretty good. I can't actually complain that much regarding the outgoings.
It's more the incomings, isn't it?
Yeah, the outgoings are most of the players. I think most of us would have said, other than Ben Davis, you could say is the last one who maybe shouldn't be there. Other than that,
I agree. But we don't know what's going to happen between now and the end of the window. We could be absolutely flabbergasted who we're going to get.
Yeah, I'll imagine they'll keep Davis just because he's an older statesman, and you do need a couple of them. I know we've got Sonny, but you do need a couple of them around the club, mate. The veteran players to.
No, I agree with you in that, Tequila. I really do. Neil says Solanke gets a brace. Andy says I'd rather see us signing the keeper and a defender. Interesting.
The keeper? I don't. Yeah, the keeper's a weird one, but okay.
Yeah, it is. I could understand the backup to Vicario, but I think Austin did well pre-season, personally. Are we looking at KWP? I think we are. Neil says it's UEFA and the EL Premier League homegrown rule. Andy says, how did KWP do yesterday? Not too bad, right? He played very well yesterday, Walker's pieces for Southampton. I thought he played absolutely exceptional.
Would we be buying him, Coldwater Peters, as a right back, though, or a centre half?
Right back, because I don't know. I don't know, but I think he's done exceptional. Would he want to come back to Tottenham?
The thing is that Ange said in his presser yesterday, when asked about Jed Spence, that he sees Jed Spence as a right back. So that's why, if he was bringing Coldwater Peters as a right back, then that means that Jed Spence, I guess, would be playing more on the left. But Ange has more or less said that he doesn't see him as a left back.
Yeah, he doesn't know. That's so true. No, Neil said we have improved in our bench, big upgrades, which you need for competitions you do, and simply ace. And then they're going to shut the poll down as well. The poll, who would you prefer? We've got 15 votes in 33 minutes. Locatelli or Gomez. That poll is now closed now, so I will give you the update to that. Why we are looking short in areas. This is the point you keep making, Tequila.
Yeah, I think we still are. Yeah, I'll be honest, I do.
Short in areas, we're an injury away from Sanson like last season. Hope I'm wrong.
No, simply I'll tell you what it is for me. If it's the left back for me. If Destiny were to get a serious injury, praying that he doesn't, then we would have to move Van der Ven. With all due respect to Dragusin, I don't want to split up the Van der Ven Romero unless you really have to.
Yeah.
And if we bring in a left back to cover for Destiny, then we wouldn't have to. That's my point.
Yeah.
So I really want us to get a left back, Pete.
I agree with him when he says we are short in areas. I think he's right.
Yeah.
I think he's right. I think we need another 3 in to shore up that team. And I think then.
Yeah. I think a left back, a defensive midfielder, if not 2, but that's probably a bit greedy. Certainly need those.
No, I think you're right in that. I think you are right. And then we've got a new show coming up at the end of the transfer window, which I am looking forward to.
Yeah,
sorry, I just have to change my chair. So I'm just a bit sore. My back's giving me jips.
All right, mate.
So I apologise about that. Simply Ace spot on. Another left back is coming shortly. Gray can defend. And left centre back would be ideal. It would be the end of the poll. Who would you prefer? Locatelli wins it by 66%. Gomez at 33%. There was only 15 votes. Tina, do you want to tell people our new game day routine here on the channel and what we're doing? Because we're changing it up a little bit from this season.
Yeah, obviously we'll be starting tomorrow with the Leicester game, and an hour before kickoff, so it'll be 7:00. Is going to be Tottenham team talk. which is going to be a bunch of us. It won't be me, unfortunately. I know you're all disappointed just because Monday's my day off, but for other matches, I'll be there, where we're just going to have a couple of us kind of doing a pre-match, talking about the lineups and stuff like that. And then that will be blending into the watch-along, which obviously will be 8 o'clock. And I think, Dermo, you're hosting that with Philip, I think.
Yeah, I am, yeah.
And then what will be after that, and then after the match is over, we're going to have a 15, 20-minute break so that win or lose, we can all gather our thoughts. And then we'll be back with the post-match where Patreon members can come on and give us a call and we can discuss stuff.
I've named it Post-Match Live. I thought I just had... There you go, Post-Match Live. And then the proper post-match show will be on Tuesday at 7 o'clock with myself and Tequila with that. So great. We're looking forward to that. But that's your match day. I'm on at Dave's between 4 and half 4 tomorrow, by the way, guys. And then I come over at 7 o'clock for Top Team Talk. And then it's just match days for us now. I'm going to be busy. And that is how we like it, because we want to bring you all new content. We want to bring new stuff for you guys. And this is why we do it. We don't do it for, well, we do it for to get as high as we can in the YouTube world. Of course we do, because we want to grow as a channel. And to get to 1,900, I never thought we'd get here. And I'm so chuffed. I want to thank every single one of you that's helped us get this far. But, Tequila, we don't want to stop here, do we?
We want more.
We want more. Tequila
is
like
please, sir, can I have some more? You know, like
exactly.
Oliver Twist.
You're like the lad in Oliver Twist up there. Can I have some more, please? You know.
Please, sir, can I have some more?
Yeah, and also Tequila's also the man in the Italian job who says you're only supposed to bloody blow the doors off.
Classic.
Yeah,
go watch it, guys.
Classic film.
Yeah,
I love that film. That's my favourite film of all time. We've got Dermo looking clean, buddy.
See, people are all noticing you've shaved, Dermo. We all noticed.
Yeah. Great, gents. 1,900. Big up. Thank you very much, Riley. 100 away from 2K.
Cheers, guys.
Back in the old days, TTG, you are light years away. Yeah. God, them back in them days. They were crazy days, and that I hope the column can do a montage. We will do it. But some of them early streams were frightening.
When Com's feeling better, I'm sure.
When Column's feeling better. No, it's not Column. It's our source that's not well. Column's fine. It's our source that's not well.
Yeah, but Com's meant to do in the edit, though, isn't he?
I know, but yeah, he is. Column's having a few days off.
Yeah. He's
celebrating Man United to win in a clean sheet.
Yeah, he was shocked by that, dude. He ran around town apparently in his underwear, is what he told me.
He did. I heard he ran down some street where he was naked and the guards were all clapping him out the window.
I joined him, dude.
How long do we give him into the chat?
Like the scene in Rocky when he's running and training for Apollo Creed.
That's it,
all the people.
That was Tequila.
That's Cole running around Manchester after they won, and then all the people are following him in their underwear. That
column. That was column Saturday night. Look.
Get well soon, Colm. But we are thinking of you, mate.
Yeah, we are thinking of you, man. Look, we've come a long way since Tottenham Tantrum growled. When I started it on my phone.
Is that what you called it?
Yeah, the channel started as Tottenham Tantrum Gold.
See, I didn't start watching you guys until you were into your. See, I never knew you as that channel. I only knew you as Specialized Eye.
Yeah,
Tottenham Tantrum Gold. Yeah, Who was having the tantrum? You?
It was me. Yeah, well, it was me, Coover, and another lad started it, and it was all about showing old games and going through the history of Tottenham. That's what the channel was all about.
Yeah,
the channel has grown and evolved to what it is now, and to only be 100 away from 2K, it's such I can't believe. And also, I don't think we'll get it by our birthday. We're a week away from our Monday week. Is our 3rd birthday. Do you think we can get 100 subs in the week?
It's not impossible. It's going to take a lot of work. We'll need a lot of help from the lovely people in chat, but it's not impossible.
I would like to, but. Yeah, and TTG, Carl would tell you, they were crazy days. We were like the rebel channel of Tottenham channels back in them days.
All you've done, Damo, is you've made me want to see this montage even more now. So Con better do the montage because I want to see this stuff now.
It's like we rode with whoever we rode. We rode with Levy outers. We rode with Levy inners. We were vocal. We were like a rebel channel. And then we grew up, become Tottenham Gold. And then I had my break. I took a month off because of mental health. And I did actually take a month off. Came back and we renamed it TH. And when I got together with Philip and Ellie on the remake, we thought of a name, and THFC Till I Die came up. And that's what we've been. And we've evolved again. We've evolved into a serious Tottenham YouTube channel. We've grown up, but we're still that rebel at heart. I mean, you're the Stig of the channel. We've learned something about you tonight. You have a beard.
I always have a beard.
Yeah. And I
haven't been clean shaving in 20 years, dude.
To end it all, to end this stream. Not a lot of people know this.
Not a lot of people know this.
Not a lot of people know it. I need to rewatch Top Gear, how they introduced the thing. Some say that he has a multi-million pounds under his bed.
Mm-hmm.
And also some say he goes out and feeds the ducks with mouldy bread.
I beat him to death with his own shoes. That's from With Me on I, if anyone never seen that film.
But all we know, he's called the Tottenham Stig. There you go.
Tottenham Stig, love it. It's great. I'll name myself that next show. I'll put Tottenham Stig on next show.
The Tottenham Stig. What's your motto now? What's the channel's motto now? Making Spurs great again.
I don't look like Trump anymore, so I can't say it.
No, you're the Tottenham Stig. We'll stick with that. We can run with that. Give me the transfer. Spurs, give me those transfers. I haven't heard anything. Once I do, we will. The ladies were going crazy, hung like a horse, apparently. Why does Carl take us into these? Why can I?
He's talking about Carl. You can have that conversation with Carl in the private chat.
Why am I reading out these comments?
It's gone 9. It's gone 9, so you can do it. You know what Carl's
Boris,
like.
Big up. You mentioned Boris' name. You tapped your foot. You tapped your Stig foot 3 times, and he appears.
There you go, Boris.
So it's about. So I don't know.
That was weird.
That was very weird. Didn't want to come in and come out again. Boris says so. It's about being an old bugger. No, the Stig's a young man. We don't know what the Stig looks like. Could be 21-year-old for all we know. Some say the Stig's 19. There you go. Everyone get your friends and family to subscribe. Thank you so much, Carl. You're very kind. He says,
cheers, mate.
TT Tottenham Tantrum Goal was a free-for-all with a game in the background that no one was paying attention to. That's so true. I mean, we got caught up so many times midstream because we were showing the game we shouldn't show. It was so funny.
Yeah, that might have had something to do with why YouTube didn't like you very much, Turbo.
I know what Conte lost 3-0. God in his debut. Wow. Ooh.
To Verona. Okay, that's okay.
I was more on about TTG, not the Stig. Yeah. I'm not that old, thank you very much, Boris. Just because I've nearly been YouTubing 3 years. But yeah.
Look at Dermo now without the beard. He's not a year over 21 without the beard.
See, we've learned a lot about you, Tottenham Stig, tonight. We've learned you got a beard. We've learned you support Tottenham. And we've learned you want Locatelli. And you're not really that stoled on Solanke. So we've learned a lot about you tonight, Tottenham Stig.
Tottenham Stig. The Tottenham Stig.
No, I'm sorry. That nickname's going to stick with you. I'm sorry.
The Tottenham Stig.
The Tottenham Stig. Are you happy with that nickname?
I don't mind. You can call me what you want, guys. I'm good. I'm good with all of it. It's all good. It's all gravy.
It's all gravy. Well, on that bombshell. Listen, lastly, we are back tomorrow at 7 o'clock, the Tottenham Team Talk. So please do. Please go and look at me and Tequila's predicted lineup. When we went through our predicted lineup for the game against Leicester, it was put up at 9 o'clock this morning. So please do hit subscription and a like, and that really would appreciate it, guys. Do please, if you haven't watched this and you're rewatching it, please hit the subscription button and the like button as well. More likes gets out there on the algorithm. Tequila, thank you so much for coming on tonight. Look, joking aside, you've been a great addition to the channel.
Happy to be here, brother. You know that. You know, I enjoy doing this with you.
You really have. You've been a man, and also personally in my own and off screen, you and Colin become two of my best friends on YouTube. So off screen as well, YouTube become a big part of my life off the screen as well. The thing with this channel is we're good friends on it, but we're great friends off the channel, aren't we? As well. Yeah.
We've all become mates off screen, and you know what? And the people watching probably can tell. You can tell how me and Dermo talk to each other and stuff like that. You know, you can tell that we get on backstage and everything. So you know, there's no acting or charades, is it? We're good mates.
But they don't find you here, do they, Tottenham Stick? You're also moonlighting, doing something else. So tell people where else they can find you.
Obviously I'm on this great channel with you guys. I do have my own little gaming channel with my mate, and we just do a show a week. We've just hit 100 subs, which might not sound like much, but it is when you start off with 0. It is a big thing. We'll be doing a special longer show tomorrow to celebrate it, and we've got also for you gaming nerds, there is Gamescom coming this week, which is a live show from Germany. Unfortunately, it is the same time as Dermo's and mine's show on Tuesday, so I will be going up against Dermo, even though it's completely for something different. So watch Dermo's show and then come watch ours, because we'll be taking ours. So
this will very quickly. Get over to the Play Patch, great channel, and also please you can get over to Dom Gaming, me and Colin's channel as well. Also get over to the Full Time Sports Network, our partner channel on YouTube. Great stuff over there, and also hit the QR code for our channel sponsor, Wraith Energy. Hit that code there and get 10% off THFC TID for all your gaming drinks, mugs, cups, and everything. Before we end off, this is Tequila getting ready for Tuesday, going head to head with me. Also,
bring me Dermo. That's me shout. I'm changed that to bring me Dermo.
Yeah. This is Todd Bowley. After Chelsea's loss today. You can just hear him crying in the distance.
Is that baby talk for signing another 10 players?
Yeah. And this is all the span. This is all the Spurs. This is all football fans. These are all. No, what was it? This is all football fans after a Chelsea fan says they are the best team in London. So, on that bombshell,
love it.
We could leave it there. I thought it was Dermo with his twin brother.
Dingo. I'm a dingo.
No, he's dingo. So, question, Dermo. Am I still needed? Yes. No. Tomorrow, 10:15. Tomorrow, you needed at 10:15 tomorrow. Not tonight. Tomorrow.
Yeah, to do the post-match show, bro.
Unless Carl wants to join us as well, but after telling him saying "screw you, Dermo," you call me. I'm not picking up.
Carl, you come in and you join Dermo and Boris, because we need to see more of you, Carl, because you're a funny lad.
Yeah, you are a funny lad. But on that bombshell, we will leave it there. Thank you all for coming. Do really enjoy it. And also, whatever you do, like, subscribe, be nice to each other, love each other. But as always, come on, you Spurs in Big Ange. We trust, we never stop. Do you want to take us out, Tequila?
Yes. Quiz. There we are.